Hi everyone, it's Nezgrak Skarsbruch, the Dragonborn wizard who got married to a ghost man. Do you like audiobooks? Do you like fantasy? Do you like closure? Then you'll love Fire Breathing Kittens, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast. There's mystery, action, comedy, and friendship. And in my case, heartbreaking romance with a ghost man. Every episode is a one-shot with a complete plot and satisfying conclusion. So join us on our D&D quests and search for Fire Breathing Kittens podcast for fantasy, action, mystery, and friendship.
When white men get angry,
they eat peaches.
Nice. When white men get angry, they either make a podcast or make a bomb. Welcome to It's Just Bits.
We're bad at chemistry.
I can't get my hands on enough fertilizer.
Somewhere at the base of Trump Tower, there is the black marks of carbon from a bomb that didn't do much, and here we are.
And somebody's like, somebody threw a firecracker at Trump Tower.
I do pass that on the train every day, and I'm always like,
wee. One day I'll do something about that.
I hope he comes back one day. Cause
what do you mean comes back?
I mean,
comes back to the Oval Office
from the war. No, I hope he comes back more into the public discourse more because he's funny, and like
he got banned from everything. It's so funny, dude.
And like Biden is good about getting out of Afghanistan, but you know.
Also canceling,
but they are wrangling refugees like cattle on our southern border right now.
Yeah.
So, like, bring back the one who did war crimes. But
what was the good stuff Obama did again? I mean, healthcare, I guess. No. Obamacare.
I mean, Obamacare was good, but that's literally a Republican healthcare plan.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Romney's.
Obama's Republican. He's just black. That's all it is.
I mean, yeah, they're all the fucking the same. No, I mean, Obama, like, if Obama was the hope and change guy that he said he was, after the economy tanked and we all know whose fault it was, those people would have experienced consequences.
That's fair.
Maybe the American people would have got something for the money we paid all those banks to not fail after they failed.
Well, maybe here new fan theory for Obama. Somebody make this into what's
fan art?
Yeah, it was deviant art.
It's too bad Tumblr's dead now, because I bet there would be like fan art of us on it.
It's back, by the way.
Is it?
Porn's back on Tumblr. Spread the news.
Cool.
No, but what if
go to much weirder places.
Obama only made those progressive changes for black inner city youth?
It'd still be something.
So we never saw it. So we don't know. But there is a sequence of CEOs coming out.
Okay, well, if you're black inner city youth, get on the line right now. You know, 1-555-630 IJIB, I guess, would be our hotline.
Nice.
Anyway, if you're an inner city youth that's now a CEO, call us and tell us which of your parents was rich.
It's been too early. I think they'd still be on the track to being a CEO. They'd still be at Harvard.
I'm gonna make a prediction here. In 20 years, I bet it's still gonna suck to be black and poor. I bet we're not going to fix that.
No, Obama.
We've gone the perfect wrong route because it's in 20 years, it's going to still suck to be black and poor, but there's like 5 black people and one of them's trans that are on TV now. So Republicans are furious and closer to shooting all of us. Mm-hmm. But we haven't actually helped most of the people who needed help.
Yeah, I love
like Laverne Cox, good for you. Most trans black women still are just going to die.
No way. His name is Laverne Cox.
Who are you talking about?
The trans black woman?
Yeah, the one from Orange is the New Black. Yeah, her name's Laverne Cox.
Oh, her. I had no idea who the fuck we were talking about. I just had to guess. The last name Cox is what's getting me, obviously. Come on.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a Scrubs thing with Laverne the nurse.
Oh, nice.
That was my first thought.
You don't have Cox on the brain, I see.
Oh, there's a Cox in Scrubs, too.
Yeah.
Is her name a bit? Laverne Cox. Call in now and tell us, is your name a Scrubs bit?
Look up a picture of Laverne Cox. See if she's wearing a Scrubs shirt.
She's not.
I'm
she's
kidding. She's wearing
a no Scrubs shirt because she's in TLC.
Nice. A little bit racist, but nice.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Is TLC racist?
Black woman's got to be in TLC. That was
because the shows.
I don't know, dude. Just call yourself racist is
midgets?
fun.
The midgets?
Don't ask follow-up questions.
Because of the midgets on TLC. Is that a racist word? You can't say anything anymore.
I love people who actually believe that. Dude,
Well, they're usually saying it on TV.
so many fucking people in Chicago comedy are like, you can't say anything. I'm like, no, you just gotta. There's got to be something behind it. You got to have a
There
reason
doesn't need to be
say
a
it.
joke.
For example, the best.
Oh, fucking Norm Macdonald died, by the way. It's been
he
so
was
long
the
since
best
we've
at saying
recorded.
whatever the fuck he wanted.
And he generally got to. He
Yeah.
lost a sponsor once, but like,
Fuck you. You not sponsoring Norm Macdonald.
was fine.
Yeah. What do you like? Cancer, dick. Take that, Nike or whoever sponsored him.
no, the best. I don't even know what the best Norm Macdonald joke was, but my favorite was he's doing comedians in cars getting coffee.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about how Patton Oswalt said the worst thing about Bill Cosby was the hypocrisy. I think it was the rape. Because you never see a rapist who's like, well, you know, I love raping, and by God, I love getting raped. I mean, she's not a hypocrite. The moth joke is great.
What?
The moth joke?
Moth joke.
I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but essentially he goes through a moth, goes into a podiatrist's office, and tells a very long story about how he's depressed, doesn't love his son, never fucks his wife, all of this stuff, and the podiatrist goes, yeah, but I'm a podiatrist, not a psychiatrist. Why'd you come here? And the moth goes, the light was on. It's better when Norm does it.
Well, yeah, he's a professional.
Yeah.
Professionally dead. Got him.
Now I'm funnier than you, Norm Macdonald. You're a corpse.
By default, yes.
I don't know. What if he died in a really funny position?
Well, they wouldn't bury him in that position. That'd be a dick move.
Norm Macdonald cucking me from beyond the grave.
No. No. Yeah, the position Norm Macdonald died in was fucking your wife.
And now that
That is
rigor
a-
mortis is set in, I can't get in there.
That is a really funny position. I'm not gonna lie.
Norm Macdonald's. So when you go to McDonald's and all of the servers are Norm Macdonald, like in Being John Malkovich.
Wait, what?
Being John Malkovich. You know what Being
No, I
John
know,
Malkovich is?
yeah.
When Being John Malkovich goes into Being John Malkovich's own head, everyone is Being John Malkovich.
Oh,
Remember?
There's
There's a scene where John Malkovich goes through the file cabinet
That's
into his
so
own brain,
fucking
and he
awesome.
wakes up in a restaurant, and everybody just has his head, and they're all saying Malkovich, 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 Malkovich.
Oh my god, that'll drive you insane.
It did. And then there's a movie trivia scene, because I'm that guy that says this to women on dates. When he was walking down the Jersey Turnpike, someone, not part of the movie, just yelled, "Fuck you, Malkovich," and chucked a bottle at him. And that's in the movie.
Well, yeah, that's gotta stay.
It does.
Why? But why?
I don't know why they were mad at him.
First of all, you recognize John Malkovich
Which is, hard.
from the back of his head.
First
too.
of all, how did you recognize me? Secondly, why would you throw a bottle at my head? I think that's a good John Malkovich impression.
I have no idea.
Someone...
The last thing he was Being John Malkovich.
No, he was in Red, Retired Extremely Dangerous. With Morgan Freeman, Helen Mirren, and Bruce Willis.
Oh,
It's a good one. He
the
shoots...
Expendables 3. I get it.
Well, it was the Expendables 4, I think. It was before the Expendables. John Malkovich shoots an RPG with a bullet and makes it explode at the guy. So it's a fun one.
That's pretty cool. Have you seen Nobody?
Like,
The film.
most days.
The film.
No.
The cinematic masterpiece. Yeah, it's what's a great way to explain it? If
I'm in.
If your dad was John Wick, that's kind of the premise. Like not
this is Bob Odenkirk.
yeah. So it's just like if some fucking suburban dad turned out to be John Wick.
Sounds good. I
It's
do
pretty
want to
fucking
see
good.
that.
It's pretty fucking good.
I just watched Total Recall. It's a very good movie.
Which one?
Everyone knows the one. The
Arnold
one with
Schwarzenegger?
with Schwartzy.
Arnold Schwarz the N-word.
His last name does mean black N-word in German.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, but
If you listen to the,
Arnold, if you listen to Total Recall backwards, it's just the N-word over and
it's
over and
just
over again.
yeah. They make him forget how to say the N-word, and he's like, my free speech. I'm gonna listen to Ben Shapiro now.
And that's how the white people were created.
Yeah. No, the Total Recall's racist because the black character's a mutant, I guess. Benny, the cab driver.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah. Big oof.
I mean, I think there's other black characters.
There are.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. It was
I-
an 80s movie. They only had to have one.
Yeah, I am thinking of one. And it had to be, if it was Chris Rock, then they didn't have to have any for 3 movies after.
That was how that works. That's why Madagascar is just him.
Was not an 80s movie.
What?
Get it together.
No. Not the remake.
What?
That's not. That one's up there with the things I've had someone believe for 10 seconds. My favorite one is I had you and Senjanin thinking that Ned Beatty played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. Because I initially said it and you were like, that's not true. And I said, no, it is, really. And you were both like, oh, really?
I don't know who Ned Beatty was.
We had this conversation. This was in New York in our little hostel. We had this exact conversation when Ned Beatty died. He played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction, and he got raped in Deliverance. Is how you would know.
Yeah, I see the joke there.
Yeah. Anyway,
the best jokes take a full year to pay off.
Right. Anyway, Norm Macdonald played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction.
Anybody who ever died. Wait, so RBG played the the Gimp in Pulp Fiction.
Man, fuck her. She really fucked up on not retiring.
For dying.
How's your rights going, Texan women? Bad?
Yeah. I mean, what's the vote is like 6-3 Republican, right?
Yeah.
69 Republican, right?
Yeah, they get to just fucking...
Well, they have to 69 in Texas
suck and
now.
fuck each other. That's the only... Yeah, if you're in Texas, I would adopt some of the non-standard sex positions before they make those illegal.
If you're in Texas and you're going to rape, be responsible. 69er.
If you're in Texas and you rape a woman and get her pregnant, do the right thing and sign off on the abortion. You can still...
I thought you just straight couldn't do it.
Do the next right thing. If you raped a woman, sign off on the abortion. Good night, everybody.
Oof.
Just ruining good things is all we do. No, you just can't.
Straight. Yeah, I thought
you just can't.
Doesn't
you
matter.
can get it before 6 weeks, but 6 weeks is like when it's possible to realize.
Yeah,
like I saw everything on Twitter was women are like, when I was trying to get pregnant and checking every day, like you check the mail when your decoder ring is coming, I found out at like 5 weeks. If you don't know, then like you're gonna find out at 10 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
And then the Texas government is going to be like, you are sentenced to birth.
Which is not incorrect.
So anyway.
Even if the baby signs off on the abortion, you still can't get it?
Probably not.
And if the baby tries to kill itself when it gets out of the womb, that's illegal too.
If I tried to get an abortion...
You are sentenced to life in Texas. Jesus fuck.
Yeah. If I tried to get an abortion and they didn't let me, and then the kid committed suicide... I would just be like, see? I told you. What did I say 14 years ago? All right?
Listen. Now let's undo this thing. Yeah, wow. Anytime we get a step forward, because what was the last big step forward we had? Is it people? Don't fucking tell me that the step we had forward was getting people of the correct color and race and whatnot on TV, and now the step back we're taking is rights, because if that's
I think
always
honestly I think the last actual step might have been gay marriage.
Fuck. Well, no, yeah, the last right step, but I think the most the last right step we took was gay marriage, and in return we saw a rise in crime against homosexuals for a brief period of time.
And now they're mad about trans people now because they gotta be mad at someone. And they've sort of matriculated a few stupid gays into right-wing shit.
A few stupid gays.
Yeah,
like
Dave Rubin.
A few good men. Wait, hang on real quick. What's A Few Good Men about? Because I just remember the title.
It's a gay porn.
Well, now it is. But
it's about some kind of military trial.
Okay.
Where Jack Nicholson's like, I committed a war crime and you wanted me to commit that war crime.
You couldn't handle the truth.
You can't handle my dick was in the porn parody.
A few dumb gays. You can't handle what the line? My dick.
Yeah, it seems like you could just pick a body part, man. We're not. There's not
it is a porno, and the porno is just a bunch of dumb gay guys.
It's being this.
Dude, we don't care what the dialogue is.
A Few Dumb Gays is the documentary about a bunch of dumb gays making a gay porn. And they're like, I guess we'll do Mormons and soccer players again.
No. About they're trying to recreate A Few Good Men, but none of them have seen it, so they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, so
Just like,
us right now.
He's just. What was he mad about? I don't know. Say it was about his ass.
Just
We're making a
suck
porn.
his dick.
I don't.
Just suck.
God damn it.
This is a great time for the Louis C.K. bit. Shut up, faggot, and suck his
his
dick. I was so
Can I get a
Mike.
fat faggot treat, please?
What?
That's he's talking about.
Yeah.
If you just called a Cinnabon a fat faggot treat, he would just blow right through that.
You'd still
Yeah,
get
with
it.
the jizz.
Absolute facts. I hope you guys could hear the music playing in the background. Otherwise, there was just an awkward pause.
Connor lives above a bar now.
I would be dead. You know I'd be dead.
I live near bars now, and I'm fine. It's been
There's a
fine.
bar within walking distance, and it's a danger to my health.
Yeah, but it's a shitty bar. There are
That's
good
fair.
bars in walking distance to me. By the way, why do you, as a man, live this far out?
Well, that's not coming down
I had to get on
from
the highway
city.
to get here.
What?
What are you, my fucking parents out in the suburbs?
Because rent's cheap. It's really the big reason.
Yeah, my rent's kind of high.
I was looking at condos in your area because I'm at that age where that interests me.
What are condos like? I've always been interested.
Old Town, $200K for condo.
Yeah, I don't live near Old Town, man.
No, I know. That's where I would live if I, if I was to get a condo. 2-bed, 1-bath. Mortgage is about $800. Rental and a few other things comes out to about $1,000 a month, which is about.
Oh, that's less than I pay in rent.
So maybe you moved to Old Town, which is a mile and a half from work, by the way. So that's
Yeah,
that
I'm like 10 miles. I mean, I'm by the train. Once you're by the train, it's like whatever.
you could walk to fucking work.
I'm not walk a mile and a half. No, I would not.
You could bike to work.
I have my bike to work, man.
Yeah, no, it was fucking because back when I lived briefly in Old Town, it was very close to BTN. I'm like, this is awesome because it feels like a community. We were in Santa Monica the other day, and we just walked everywhere, and we had like a local guide walking us around, and they just ran into people they knew. They're like, yeah, here's the history of this coffee place. Like, here's the history of that place over there.
That happens where I live.
Yeah, it doesn't happen here. It sucks. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, why? What did I say? I get normed. There are 2 bars I walk in and people go, they know me by name.
What? That's so. God damn it! I want that so bad. There isn't community in the suburbs besides fucking homeowners associations. Well, for 25-year-olds, there's nothing. Community in the suburbs. But I bet your parents fucking have great community in the suburbs.
I think they just have other friends. Like, it's not, that's why everything about American life pushes us apart, including the suburbs. Suburbs are bad, dude. I like them because I grew up in them.
They are not good to grow up in. I don't want my kid growing up in a suburb because you literally could just do drugs. And I remember for fun on a Friday night just driving around. Before I smoke weed, before anything else, we just burned a tank of gas, and that was fun.
Actually, that is fun, though.
No, it's just not.
I like that.
You gotta have better shit to do.
Remember
dude.
every time we've gone on a road trip and gotten off the highway, and I wanted to just drive around and look at the shitty houses in the terrible small town?
Yes.
Let's just do that.
If that is an option, that is good. If that is
the only
option, that sucks ass.
No, you gotta get near a suburb. I guess suburbs don't suck as much. It's like exurbs, like the ones that are far away and not like connected to a city.
No, that's where we grew up.
Yes, I mean if you can't hop on a light rail to the center of the city from where you live, it sucks, man.
Mine's it is a mile and a half. Well, I will really I think I would be in a better place, honestly, if I just moved down the street into downtown Westmont, downtown Downers, downtown anything like that.
Man, you've got downtowns around here.
But something about like living in a downtown area is different because we're just far enough outside that
you can't really walk.
We're in an apartment building too, so it's like it's just not the same. It's not. So when we do eventually move, I'm trying to move spend the extra money, move somewhere where you're fucking walkable to all these fucking places and shit.
To the L. That's basically just...
Yeah, or a train. It doesn't matter.
I didn't take a car last week.
That is...
amazing.
Sucks for your car, though.
I mean,
Please.
Please get in me.
Well, cars need to be driven every day, otherwise they start
They don't need to be driven every day.
Pretty often. Otherwise they rot the fuck out.
Every day.
God damn it. I want to backtrack to something I was saying. We had a few good gays, or a few dumb gays.
A few dumb gays.
And then before that, there was something.
My spin-off podcast.
A few dumb gays. That would be really fucking funny.
Gotta find a couple more dumb gays.
Just start outing people.
No, that's what a few dumb gays is. It's just accidentally outing people because you didn't know other people didn't know. Have I done that? No. I didn't do that ever. No, I actually should start that podcast so I can meet some of the cool queer people around here, because Grindr and Hinge is just real rough. I mean, I live in a major city and it's still like, ugh. Grindr's all like 18-year-olds that would ask for money, or 54-year-olds that have the money and don't want you to tell their wife.
You're a 25-year-old that has money. You must be like the king of Grindr.
No.
Really?
No, I'm not on it a lot. I'm not in college.
Yeah, that's fair. I got shit
But
to
Hinge,
do.
all the men on Hinge are either like, they're like, just like, my name's Jeff, just a fucking guy. I'm not like cute or hot or anything. I'm like you, but probably less funny. So no.
I don't want it.
Because I live in a major city, the other side is like, my name is Bartholomesius, and I exclusively wear overalls and work boots, but I do not work on a job site. My parents hate me, and my pronouns can only be
that's on
pronounced by
purpose.
wolves.
And my parents are either ultra rich or dirt fucking poor. And there is no in between.
It's interesting to have gotten to the point where I'm like, I will look at someone on Hinge who's like, my parents don't like me a lot, but I'm living my truth. I'm like, do they hate you because they're homophobic, or do you suck? Because you are both gay and suck. So your parents may or may not be justified in being annoyed by you.
Dude, I mean, I'm okay with gay people, but that dude's a fucking fag. Is just the worst.
I don't want to be a traitor to the community or anything, but there are some times where I'll see a TikTok and I'll be like, they still want to kill us for the easy shit. Can we
knock it off?
Not with this.
Stop it.
I mean, in the bigger picture, like, yeah, the college kids went a little overboard with the social justice.
That is not
Calm
the problem.
down.
Yeah, really.
It's not that big a deal. But can we, like, circle the wagons and have some planning here?
A billionaire celebrity that you like got quote-unquote canceled. You can still see him wherever.
Yeah, it's like...
Trump still has a everybody you like who got canceled, you can still pay attention to. If you don't still pay attention to him, it's probably because you think that what they did is also fucked up. Louis C.K., favorite fucking comic, was literally not anymore.
I like him more now.
Yeah, favorite.
Because you know
comic.
what, he did the right thing and he signed off on the abortion.
But he didn't. He did that shit, he shouldn't have done that shit.
Wait, you thought? Hey, Louis C.K.'s daughter, you thought it was awkward in 2008? How is it now to be Louis C.K.'s daughter?
What?
If you were Louis C.K.'s daughters, you had to. That was gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
But how about if you thought that was weird?
Now, what's your last name?
It's great that there is no like. This is gonna suck for my kids. It's great that none of my family members are like on record on the internet talking about jerking off. That's not something that I could accidentally find of any of my family members.
I see. My plan is to just bury it under so many times of doing it that if anybody's like, "Look what he said," it's like, "I said that 400 times before that, dude."
You didn't have to dig, bud. Could have listened to the episode
Pick
yesterday.
any podcast.
I just told rapists to do the right thing today. I'll say something bad next week.
Yeah, really. You don't have to. And again, if you want to cancel me, go ahead. Just fucking.
Well, no, because if we get canceled, we're not going to be welcome in the cancel space because we're going to tell them all they're a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna. But I don't. You don't. Nobody gets canceled if you're. It doesn't actually happen.
I'm just thinking of the people who are like, I got canceled, and so now I just do like a circuit of right-wing things with Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager.
No, it's people who were on SNL that should not have been because of their views, and then somebody figured out. It's like, wait a second. That's supposed to be like they keep trying to cancel Joe Rogan, but he's right in his fucking slot. He's right where he's supposed to be, so there's nothing to cancel. He's like, I made a podcast for dumb white guys. I'm fucking untouchable. It's the same thing. Big J. Okerson. Everybody tries to cancel him all the fucking time, but he's like, I do dingy clubs in the dark.
You can be
people
uncancelable.
If you don't, for me to say the N-word.
If you don't crave the approval of woke people, then being canceled doesn't matter.
No. Well, you just aren't. That's the thing. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to be in a community where it's like actually going to affect my life. If somebody's like, get him off the AT&T commercials. I was like, I was waiting for this shoe to drop. So,
Yeah, that was borrowed time.
Well, honestly, just use it.
You're not
recognize who
You're
you
not
are.
that hot girl for the AT&T commercials. That's no one's gonna accept you after Milana Vaintrub. Yeah, I know her name. Don't worry about it. There's nothing.
I know exactly why you do.
Nothing. There's nothing. Don't worry about googling it.
Well, yeah, no, you use it as publicity. That's what, I mean, Shane Gillis did it right. He was like, fucking, yeah, I walked into SNL like I shouldn't fucking be here. But when I do get fired, I'm going to be sad about it for a few weeks, and then I'm going to ride that into a tour. Right. The I got canceled from SNL tour.
It is like, why do you want to be on SNL unless you're... I mean, I know what SNL is, but it's like, it is the liberal hug each other hour.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Well,
Pete
it should
Davidson,
be that. It's the liberal hug each other hour and a half. And they just put sawdust sketches at the end.
I think the only slot we could fit into is the Pete Davidson slot, but that is very filled right now. So...
God,
and then you could do, and we'd have to also get more tattoos,
filled.
get more tattoos, and have a drug addiction problem.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then we can say whatever we want.
Pete Davidson, good for him, man.
I'm
happy for him.
Also, be tall. I think that might be a requirement. I'm just listing attributes. I don't know which one.
Is he tall? I guess he's probably pretty tall.
Yeah, he's at least as tall as John Mulaney, and John Mulaney is tall.
Man, he did real interesting second act for him.
Yeah, really. There's a fan theory that Pete Davidson and John Mulaney switch bodies. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of things that I saw on TikTok, the Egyptian cat video. Has that been all over your TikTok? All right, I'm weird then.
Oh, no. I didn't see the actual video.
Oh, I have.
I saw people reacting to the video be like, how is this not?
Oh, the video's not on TikTok.
What?
It's on Twitter.
Oh.
The animation's actually, like, good. I wish he was using his talents for, like... I
gotta hang on.
I did a deep dive into this.
I haven't seen it. We gotta do a live react.
Oh no, it's graphic.
We read. Okay, first of all, we read.
I don't even know where that other one is.
We read the bird cum one.
Yeah.
Worse or better? I
mean, I suppose better because in this one, an animal's getting cummed on, but the animal's anthropomorphic, so it's less. There's more consent.
Okay.
It's an Animal Crossing character fucking a guy. That's what this video is. But the song is
that's everywhere. Why did this one get picked up?
I don't know why it's like TikTok is very interested in it. And I was like, I swear to God, I was like, oh man, I gotta be more careful on TikTok. If I'm seeing this weird shit, I've made some disgusting decisions, haven't I?
Then you found out it's everywhere.
And then a million likes on this shit. So I'm like, I'm
that guy.
Either I'm okay or everybody's this bad.
Back to liking porn. Fucking yeah, that's everywhere. Why would TikTok pick that shit up? Was it just like the best?
I think it's because the song is so good.
Did he write a song for
No, it's someone else's song. But the song is... And I swear, the animation is good. It's well animated and well edited. It just happens to be a yellow Animal Crossing cat doing a lot of stuff with a dick.
How long is the video?
Well, it's only like a minute, but it loops, so you can kind of as long as you want.
Oh, good. That's good porn editing.
Yeah. It's honestly... fucking amazing that the level of care that went into this.
Over under, how many times have you applied to edit for a porn job?
No, I should. I'd never have.
I have three
When you haven't gotten it?
Zero. Well, I mean, the reel I send them is sports. So
send them a wrestling reel and any of the reels where the announcers call a football player a stud.
Haskell the Rascal, baby.
Already gay porn. No, it's fucking like with porn. I would have to edit a type of porn that I wasn't into. So
otherwise,
like, like live action instead of cartoon.
You call porn live action? Oh my god! Implying it's a subclass. No, a much more real world.
No, I don't think I could edit porn that I actually was into because at the beginning I would just be horny during it, and then by the end I would be like, this means nothing to me now. It's work. So I don't like certain movies now because I'm like, I know.
There's a graying middle where some stuff happens.
I watched a Bill Burr interview on Seth Meyers, and I was like, I can tell they cut stuff out there. What did he say?
I need to know.
Bill Burr, by the way, still trucking, still elite, has not fucked up.
Well, I mean, again, he's got the he's got a veneer of untouchability where everything he says.
He had a
fucked
Louis
up.
C.K. audience. He just didn't do that shit.
No. Yeah, I mean he's married to a black woman and has a
Yes.
mixed child.
He got
And
a kid?
Never fucking talks about it. Yes.
He told me he never would.
He never fucking talks about it because he's like, yeah, I could use that for some cheap get out of jail free shit, but no.
I just loved him on Joe Rogan when Joe was like, man, aren't these pussies with masks? And he was like, shut the fuck up. None of us know anything.
Oh, thank God.
Have you seen Bill Burr talk about masks?
God, that feels
Joe
so
Rogan
good.
is trying to be
Joe
like,
Rogan straight up is like, I'm not going to get... Did he get the vaccine? I feel like he got it.
I know he didn't get the vaccine because he's like, my immune system could handle
Oh,
COVID.
my God.
And then he got COVID, and he's like, yeah, we threw the kitchen sink at it. We did ivermectin. We did orphan blood. We did all this stuff.
Yeah, because you have the resources, you fucking asshole.
By the way, he took the horse paste and also got better blood. And everyone's like, see, the horse paste works. Joe Rogan's fine. No, it was the better blood.
Also, it's not... There's a version of ivermectin that is not for horses that they can
I know.
prescribe to people.
No, I know. It's not for COVID, and also, it's very funny. It's very funny.
No, see, because before COVID was around, Joe Rogan was always like, I'm a big, like literally the thesis of his podcast was like, I'm a big stupid guy, so I bring on experts and I listen to whatever they say because they have 40 years of experience.
Right, and what he means by
But-
experts is the gay Nazi.
No, but what it used to be, no, he actually like disagreed with the gay Nazi on a great number of points.
About
as
how
well
he
as-
was gay.
You're not gay. No, but
He's reformed now, by the way.
he's reformed
Milo's
from
not-
being gay or being a Nazi.
Being gay. No, he would call it reformed, I said.
What a cool guy. I have heard him be very funny on podcasts, but it's just not worth it.
He doesn't seem all that funny. It's just...
I have heard him be listen to the sentence I said. It's just not worth it.
No, I heard him on Legion of Skanks, and I was just... It's so gimmicky.
I heard him
So
with
gimmicky.
Ari Shaffir was a very fun
He's-
episode.
You know what it was? He was so queeny and precious, and I thought that right-wing people were supposed to hate that shit.
I don't know. Maybe they're like his poster child, their poster boy. You know,
Well, that's why they like... Yes, no, they're very excited every time they get a minority.
like Al Roker.
What?
I assumed he was Republican.
I don't
I don't
think he
know.
is.
Just feel like he is.
I think he's probably that retarded version of media. I don't have any opinions because that's what media is supposed to do.
Nice, like
What?
Phil Collins. I'm just throwing out names because it's funny.
Susudio?
Actually, about Iran Contra. Who knew?
Really? Pro, believe it or not. Wow, what were you saying about Joe Rogan?
Yeah. So he used to be like, I only listen to experts, and then he would have on really good experts, and he would listen to them, and then he would have on people who were like, I did 20 years of mushrooms, and he was like, let's fucking talk about this. But recently he has gotten older, and when you get older, I think you just believe what dumb people say
I
more.
think he just believes whatever was the last thing said to him.
Because now he's like, fucking the deadliest virus in history, and I gotta wear a tiny piece of cloth. I was like, fucking
He's just,
son
he's
of a
just,
bitch. Yeah, it'd be great if you wore more, but we're struggling to get this, dude.
yeah. Well, no. So Joe Rogan was like, "Man, these pussies wearing masks," and Bill Burr was like, "What the fuck are you talking? You don't know about this. I don't know about this. I'm doing what the doctors fucking say." And then Joe Rogan kept being like, "Oh, I think they're pussies for wearing masks." And Bill Burr goes like, "Oh, look at you badass with your open nose and throat."
Got him.
Bill Burr is. I fell off of Bill
yes.
Burr when I did the liberal panic about Trump. Like it's going to change our country, and then I figured out that America's always been a.
Oh wait, it's
bad.
always been.
This
awful.
is just what this one's particularly egregious, but it's always been this bad. So yeah, so I came. Bill Burr has really not missed in a major way in the past 15 years. I think.
I mean, and anytime he does, he like is openly like, yeah, sometimes I'm fucking misogynistic. But fucking let me explain.
But it is like he's never like, man, you can't say anything anymore. He's like, yeah, no,
the worst fucking take. The worst fucking take.
Can't.
I literally, I have to ask your permission to do this one up on stage, but I want to. So on stage, what I've been telling all these fucking.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I can't give you the N-word pass.
No, but so all these fucking comics like Declan and a bunch of other fucking shout out Declan Shannon for being a pussy all the time. It's like you can't say anything on stage anymore. Like I want to say all this shit. And
Good,
like,
they might
no,
boo you.
you just have to have a good reason to say it. Like my best friend is gay. So when I say faggot, you know how good that feels? You know how I mean it.
He's like, I'm not just hurting anyone. I'm hurting someone I love.
Exactly. So I could. You just gotta have a point and use it to that point. Like I would never say the N-word unless it was the funniest possible thing I could say.
It's usually up there.
Is the joke, the whole joke I want to do, and just see what happens on stage.
I ran into a lawyer at the bar who was trying to convince me to say the N-word at work so he could represent me in a court case.
He knows you're not like on air, right?
I don't know.
And also, what does he believe?
I don't know. He was, I don't know. He's like a rich, white 25-year-old, so probably something bad.
Oof.
They're mostly not like us.
Was his name Mike by chance?
No.
Okay, I know.
I don't know. I talked to him for 10 minutes.
I have the phone number of an attorney that I also knew for 10 minutes, and his name is Attorney Mike in my phone. So there was a chance.
I don't know. Maybe. Did this guy really want you to say the N-word so he could represent you in a court case?
Nobody really liked cocaine.
Oh, I mean...
Similar, right? You didn't think those would connect, but they did.
Sort of.
Yeah, fucking... It's weird to see, like, there are a lot of... Like, I'll go into a bar and I'll be like, well, I'm like, okay, I'm all right off. And then I'll meet people who are, like, throwing around $100 bills. And I'm like, the fuck do you do? And they're like, I own a law firm. I'm like,
it's like, oh, you're a bad person. Got it.
You can make a lot of money if you want to be a bad guy. It's really...
Yeah,
it's really
no,
funny.
yeah, no, I've played RPGs.
I made a lot of money being a good guy in RPGs. In Fable.
Yeah, it's...
Damn, they need another Fable.
I don't... They need fucking Elder Scrolls 6 is what they need. Todd.
Give it a minute, dude.
Really? It's
Yeah.
been 10 years.
Yeah. They haven't even released a trailer, buddy. You're gonna.
No, they did.
What, they did?
They did release like a teaser trailer.
I thought that was for like the online bullshit. That
No.
sucks ass, by the way.
Yeah, no, that game is bad. No, Oblivion was like, I want to say 2007 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Skyrim was 2011, and now it's 2021.
Dude, you're like the sneakerheads who are asking for a new Nike, and even though they know that literal slaves are getting whipped in the workshop to make them, and you're like,
they
should do it anyways.
They should
Faster, but that's
they should stop making video games. If they're gonna do slave labor to make video games, it should be ones I want to play.
Yeah, really. I mean, there are so many things that, like, it seems so simple if you're a human being. Be like, yeah, well, if you don't like slavery, then you can't have chocolate. Well, then we shouldn't have chocolate.
It's like, okay, then
Then
also,
no chocolate.
We could. You would just have to pay people a lot. Which, by the way,
Chocolate would be-
underwater welders and window washers, we already figured that out. That's a shitty job. That's scary. We just pay a lot for it.
Window washers get paid?
I think they do.
But I guess on
Because you gotta
skyrise
be
and
like
shit.
on the World Trade Center. By the way, it's probably good we didn't do a podcast right after the 9/11 anniversary. I would have got in trouble.
We did release a podcast.
I'm sure I said something.
Thank God. It was It's Just Crits, though, which is our softest
good.
podcast.
It is.
That is nice. That's a nice palate cleanser for a podcast.
Well, it's going to be rough next week when a gyrocopter flies into the towers at Candlekeep. No, I fucking... People, like... I was walking back from a place with my roommate, and we were talking about 9/11, and they were like, man, I wonder if something's going to, like, happen on the anniversary. And I, thinking purely about the cultural effect of 9/11, which I'm a big fan of, I go, oh, man, I hope so. And I was like, wait, no, I don't. I would enjoy seeing how insane it made people.
But
it
would directly affect you a ton.
9/11 was bad. 9/11 was bad art. Buy it at our merch.
And also, like,
It's Just Bits.
greatly affected our lives because of air travel and many other things and increased security and the Patriot Act, which literally... How do you sign off on something called the fucking Patriot Act and not think, maybe the name is a misnomer?
Anyway.
Maybe we just give people...
You know what? It's been 20 years. Just forget about it.
No, never forget. Didn't you hear?
Not
The new
Holocaust.
slogan they released. No. You can forget the Holocaust. The slogan for that isn't never forget. Never forget.
I thought it
9/11.
was. Oh, it's never again. But
Really?
we're gonna do it again.
We're currently... I mean, we're
doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that you checked your watch. Like you're like, when are we gonna stop pretending ice is cool?
It's so recent. When was ice formed? We gotta...
Under Bush, I believe.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Or Obama.
Jesus.
Might have been Obama. No, it was Bush. It was Bush.
Big ooh.
No, Obama's administration built a lot of the cages that the children are in. But.
Well, of course. He couldn't have stopped that.
Man, I thought Biden was cool for like 20 minutes. And then they had to go ahead and like lasso people from horseback.
I mean, better than... Student loans are nice.
Not on foreign policy, he's not.
Oh, my God. Another bit I want to do on stage is everybody give it up for America, because I have the American flag tattoo, and I've been like, yeah, I hate this place. And people are like, people back off. And I'm like, you like it here? So I want to lure them in.
No one does, by the way. Everyone thinks they like America, but they hate everything about it.
Yeah. To lure them in, I want to be like, all right, give it up for America. And then everybody goes, woo. And I'm like, all right, give it up for American foreign policy. And then nobody applauds. And I'm like, you see the problem. Do you see the problem?
You have to do this and not me, because if I did it, I would start saying, but see how you didn't applaud? It's still going to happen. You ever wonder why that is?
No, you got to make it a joke, dude.
No, I'm not. You know how people are like, man, comedians are modern day philosophers. You know,
Fuck you.
Dumb people say that.
Fuck you.
No, but I used to believe that, and I'm like, oh no, I just want to be a philosopher, and that's you can get a mic in front of you if you're a comedian.
Do it somewhere else. Don't do it
here
on stage.
That's what I'm doing.
But
I told you, this is a thesis. This will be literature in the hellscape of the future.
I did have. This is a modern day manifesto as a podcast. I've actually just realized. We can't build bombs.
Is it more Marx or Kaczynski?
Who's the shoe bomber?
The shoe bomber.
I think he had a manifesto too.
You thinking of the Unabomber?
Yes.
That's Kaczynski.
Nice. I love how you know his name off the top of your fucking head.
He was right about some things.
Or Kaczynski.
Some things.
Ted fuck. Anyways.
Still gotta get a cat.
I'm gonna go buy 2 Siamese cats right now.
Do it. I'll take one.
We got twin cats.
I'm gonna have to give up on a stray just walking up to me. I gotta go get one.
Yeah. We gotta go to the cat arcade.
I also have to go, and I'm just gonna take one.
Oh, one of the days I take my Claritin.
I do just want to. I want to go to the shelter and be like, give me one that's like it's got mental shit going on.
What?
Like I like the Bill Burr joke where he like it freaks out when you pick up the remote. Like I want.
What happened?
I want a cat that like I'm like. If every time I take the ice cubes out of the tray, it just flips its shit and starts making those weird noises that cats usually don't make, but sometimes do. Yeah. She starts on the counter staring at me like,
you know what you got to do? You got to say, give me your loudest cat.
Give me your loudest, yeah.
That's how you figure it out.
Speaking of things that are going to wake me up in the morning, there are 6 fucking dumpsters outside the YMCA next to my apartment. And I like sleeping with the windows open in the fall.
6.
So it's about 30 minutes of industrial hydraulics.
I saw that Snapchat and I was like, what, they gotta empty one fucking garbage
No,
can? Who gives a
6.
shit? I wish. God damn, that sucks.
I was like,
Get a
oh man,
padlock.
I'll fall back asleep. And it's long enough that
you're awake.
It's not like you wake up and then you can go back down. It's sustained until you're...
What time?
I think it was like 8.
Oof.
Which today sucks because I got to work until midnight. So I was trying to wake up later today.
You mean a normal hour?
It's 1 hour.
That's what I work to every day.
No, what? Why?
Cutdowns.
Cut down. I thought digital.
They've been giving me all the digital front loaded at the beginning of the week recently.
Oh, so you can just do it.
I've been
Whatever.
absolutely slamming through it. I literally did like a 15-hour day the other day, and then they hit me up in the morning. They're like, here are the fixes. I was like, you get one. I literally...
That's the bad thing about working freelance in a company structure is that you don't get to be like 2 revisions.
Yeah,
They
really.
just get to keep asking.
You get unlimited revisions. Well, also, at some point I got to sit down and explain to him. It's like, okay, when I'm doing live, you're paying me hourly. When I'm doing other shit, you pay me for the product.
No, that should always be how it is, but that's just not because.
But I get it with live because it's like we need you here from here to here. That's when we need you. Every other fucking thing is via project.
Yeah, but
I mean, studio,
correct,
lump that into
but-
live. But just for when he asks, like, in your downtime, I was like, you don't understand. In a live shift, I'll work maybe an hour, but it's spread out over all this time. It's not that bad. In a cut down or in digital, I work 4 hours straight, no breaks. And then my reward for being insane is that I
now
don't
you're done.
have to work anymore.
I saw a post on Reddit that a guy was like, one of my employees keeps finishing his work in about 4 hours, and then he openly admits to just playing video games the rest of the time. Should I fire him? And someone responded, so you'd like to fire your only efficient and honest employee.
They all do that.
Right, yeah.
Literally anybody who works in an office finishes all their work in the first 4 hours and then dicks around. Or
The ticker guy plays solitaire openly at BT.
Ticker?
The ticker, the thing on the bottom? The thing that ESPN... Which, fine. He's got to be there the whole time in case something changes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he's got to be working the whole time.
The literal... I thought when I quit waiting tables that the if you got time to lean, you got time to clean shit would end.
You thought it would go away.
It didn't, and I'm astounded. And I get why people...
I'm going to start leaning, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's
lean hard.
viscerally difficult for me because I'm such a teacher's pet, but I've got to chill out.
Did you ever read books in class?
I got to chill out. Oh, yeah, I read books instead of listening to the teacher.
Consider this reading books for your mental health.
Bring in a book today.
Yeah, exactly. Read a book.
I will.
It's so funny. It's literally study hall sometimes because nobody gets mad if you're reading a book. Like, I'll read a book openly at work, and they're like, yeah, he's reading a book.
Yeah, but
whatever.
on your face.
But if you're on your phone,
they're
like, can you not be on your phone? I'm like, I'm reading a book on my phone.
Or I'm reading an email you sent me, and I can't access my email on the work computer because apparently I'm a fucking teenager.
There's just some shit that does not make sense.
My parents restricted less than my fucking job does.
My
parents were just like, we're not going to let you watch porn on our watch. I know you're going to find it, but we got to throw up some roadblocks here. Work is like, Twitter, no. Your email, no, even though you use both of those for work.
Literally, Twitter is a part of it.
It would be easier for me to see a picture of it. At work, it would be easier for me to see that cat sex video than it would be if you're joining us midway through. It's like a furry type cat.
If you're joining us midway
it's
through,
not just a video of cats fucking, okay?
If you're joining us midway through, kill yourself.
It's a video of cats fucking. I bet it would be easier for me to find a video of cats fucking that would be for me to get work emails on the work computer. I'm not going to try, but because I've got my phone, but for the cats fucking.
To be fair, I do get why they didn't want to connect us to the internet, because the other day I did find a computer that has complete open access, like you can do Twitter, Facebook, everything on it, and I immediately did YouTube Ripper to download something. You know, the virus creator, the limeware of modern day.
I guess that's...
I was literally like, because they said...
No, we have YouTube access, though.
Yeah, but I went to a Twitter or a YouTube Ripper.
Oh,
so,
they probably blocked that.
I pretty much downloaded LimeWire.
Yeah, because they're definitely not doing that in ingest. That's not what they're doing. Totally.
Well, because they'll send for digital. They're just like, here's all my Twitter posts. Can you put those in something? And I'm like, now I got to screen cap these and download them from. And Twitter doesn't let you just download directly. You got to go through a Twitter.
There's a
Ripper.
thing called Tagboard now, where I think you just put in. We don't have access to it. But you just put in the URL to a tweet, and it makes like a graphic out of it.
Why don't we have access to that?
I mean, BTN does. I don't want it. Anything they give us access to, we will be asked to use.
Fair.
Remember that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have access to ClipRow, so now I pull shots.
I don't even use that.
I do.
Yeah, are you aware that the footage quality, and this is the technical term, is dog ass?
Yes. But my boss doesn't care, so I don't care.
This is why I can't
lean,
work.
Kellen, lean. Yeah, I know. When you first taught me how to do digital, you were like, so you find it here, and then you find the actual game. You ask it just to bring it back. You get the timestamp, and then you bring it in. And then I did once, where I did that once, and I was like, this is dumb. And then I started just ripping it off a ClipRow, and they never noticed.
Or you go to the things that the
back.
guy who cuts the promos marks every play for the full week, and it puts it in one long string.
Yeah, no, because you gotta go shift through all the markers to figure out which one you fucking want it.
Yeah, you go to the marker tab and search.
Order.
You fucking.
No, I will not do that. ClipRow is.
You know, it's good that you don't do that, because that's something that's efficient and saves time, and that's not rewarded.
It's not efficient and saves time. ClipRow is fast as fuck. Dude.
I don't like ClipRow. It makes me mad.
It's bad quality, but it's so.
I also
fast.
don't like using it.
Dude, I have to zoom in 300 times off of a ClipRow video, and ClipRow.
What are you even seeing?
480p is what it. The pixels. You see 8-bit football, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ! You're fucking posting Tecmo Bowl every day.
And everybody is fine with it, but you. Because it's a fucking social
Fine.
post.
And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm chill.
So he said. So he screamed.
You can't drink when you work from 2 to midnight. And I've been working 2 to midnight all week.
Yeah, that is an
I am a
ass
minor
shift.
alcoholic. I need just a little bit of, just the psychologically, like how you get addicted to weed.
Start drinking at 8. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to black out nowadays? How many hours?
I haven't done it in like a year. So
What? Why not? Get your shit together.
I don't. My shit is together,
That's
and
why
that
I'm looking at it.
my liver is too powerful.
We were at Disney in California, and we were
Yeah, that. Why? Whatever.
Yeah.
Tell your story. Fucking.
go to Disney World in Florida. It's better. Anyways,
Don't go to either of them.
No,
go
Disney World
into the
slaps.
woods.
what? No, Disney World slaps, dude.
No, I'm not.
You don't like Six Flags, do you? Yeah.
No, I don't like standing out in the heat with screaming children everywhere.
It's the roller coaster part that you would like.
Not good enough.
Really? I love roller coasters.
You know what you can do? Drive recklessly.
You know what
They
you
actually
do?
frown upon it if there's kids there. So
No, well, I like roller coasters because I have joy in my heart. And,
well, that's why you work for digital.
but we were there and we were drinking there, and like I got a martini immediately followed by a Long Island,
Hey,
and I shared it with a few people, and everybody got fucked up off of those 2 drinks that they had parts of, and I
Yeah.
had all of, and I was stone sober. I was literally just like, fucking pussies.
this
Through
was
my teeth.
this was in the Bill Burr thing that I just watched. Bill Burr's talking about when he used to drink. He used to love to go into dive bars during the daytime and be like
Nice.
with the people who like the professional drinkers.
Yeah,
who like
you know what's up.
are fully drunk and fully capable at the same time.
Yeah, no, if they're sober, they're worse off.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a dude at one of the bars I go to. He has never not been there.
Does he own it? Because
No.
that's the ultimate.
No,
Well,
I don't think so.
that is the ultimate move.
If you owned a bar, would you constantly be in that bar wearing jeans and flip flops and very drunk?
Who gives a fuck? You own it.
I don't think that's. I
You
think
can't
I
get
would
kicked
wear
out.
closed-toed shoes if I owned a bar.
Why? You're not doing any work there. No. Here's the move for when we get older. You know how your parents went in and bought a cabin and all that shit? We
They
go
don't
in.
own it. What?
What they built a cabin in the woods to murder teenagers in.
Oh, that that's why I can't go buy a wife and live there because my parents are busy killing. I don't know, Jamie Lee Curtis. Someone give me a more updated reference.
Chris,
Olave.
call back to work. Wow.
I'm only thinking about that because I had a dream that I forgot to clip off his warm up, and I was just absolutely screamed at for 20 minutes. I don't know what that dream means, dude. Because that would be a very minor mistake if I had made it, which I
Yeah,
didn't.
really, who gives a shit?
I don't know what's going on, man.
No, but the move is when we get older to go in, buy a dive bar, and then just drink there. That's our retirement. Is we just drink at that bar all the fucking time, and then that's how. And then we kind of break even on the profits to how much we drink.
No, this is we buy a dive bar, and I'm constantly hitting on the bartender, and she's fine with it because she thinks we're a couple.
What? She thinks you're a couple?
She thinks that you and I are a gay couple that bought a bar.
Ah, smart.
And I don't realize that's what she thinks. So I'm just like...
She thinks you're just being like a queenie gay.
Right.
Just like, oh,
whereas I think that's
you're
how
so
flirting,
hot.
Whereas I think that's what flirting is.
You are so hot. You're like perfect. That kind of shit.
And then and she's like, oh, it's so cool. She's like
I
talking
wish
to
I could
Kylie,
find a
like,
man like you.
It's so cool that your brother owns a bar with his husband, and Kylie's like, yeah, because she wants to make me suffer.
It's rightfully so.
Yeah, no, that's the.
Oh yeah. By the way, I've officially found something more fucked up than the bird video or the bird.
I know the cat, the Animal Crossing.
No,
cat sex.
even worse. It is the new worst thing I have
Same
ever
thing with
read.
the worst song.
What?
Never mind. Here you go.
It is the new worst thing I have ever read on the internet, and I legitimately don't even know if I want to share it because of how bad it is.
Well, it sucks that I'm going through stuff in my head and like, is this what he's talking about? You gotta now.
It involves. if you were to de-beak an octopus, you could get it to blow you. Is essentially
It's not very nice to the octopus.
Essentially the arc.
Okay, now here's my problem with that. Sex with an octopus obviously has to be tentacle focused, okay?
It has nothing to do with the mouth.
Oh, I have to leave in 4 minutes.
Dun, 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 dun. We're at 54 minutes. Whatever. Fuck
All
it.
right, well,
We can just call it if you want to.
get this octopus out of me and get out of here.
That is the big problem with it. Is not enough tentacle play. All right, I got to go build a treadmill anyways, so you get a short one released in
I don't know. Time is an illusion. Don't worry about it.
probably October 1st.
Why are you telling them? It's October 1st for them.
Well, November 28th. Whatever. Bye.
Fuck you.
Support our Patreon. Bye.